Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Stacy, and I help people get through life and love issues because I am a life and relationship coach. So thank you for joining me here today. I'm having some camera issues, so please excuse if you see me moving it around because something's kind of going wonky with it. Um, and as I said, I'm a life and relationship coach, and I'm also in the process of becoming a law of attraction coach. That's actually what I wanted to talk a little bit about today was not necessarily laws of attraction, but just the power of positivity and things like that, because that's such a big thing here recently. It seems like you hear everybody talking about if you just stay positive, or if you turn your negative thoughts into positive thoughts, then everything will be great and glorious. And I don't know if sometimes I just get tired of hearing that. Not, let me take that back. I don't get tired of hearing that. There was a time in my life when I was sort of down and out. It's because I was going through a divorce, and we'll talk about that in another video. But it was just not a good situation. So the one thing I had gotten so tired of hearing was, people trying to make me feel better, and people trying to, say, oh, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. And here I was, my world was falling apart, because I was divorcing the man that I had been with for many, many, many years. So everything was not going to be okay. And you couldn't tell me that everything was going to be okay because I simply didn't believe it. And I got so tired of hearing it. And I know it's just everybody's good intentions. Um, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And it's just friends trying to be friends. And I totally get that. But there are times when it gets to be a bit much, because you just want to say, look, until you walked in my shoes, you can't tell me that it's going to be okay. So, however, that was 10 years ago. I'm totally great now. All is well. And now I'm here to kind of help people get through those things. But like I said, the one thing that I wanted to talk about today is just positivity. And I guess what I mean by that is, if you're, just say you're getting ready for work one day, you go to the mirror and you look at yourself and you go, ugh, I look horrible. Well, that's the impression that you're going to give off the rest of the day. That's the vibe you're going to give. That's the energy that you're going to present to other people. So when you feel like you look horrible, more than likely those people at work probably think you do too, because that's the vibe you're giving off. That's what you're putting out there. And that can't be denied. If you feel bad about yourself, of course, what you feel inside is going to reflect outside. So therefore, if you do feel bad about yourself, obviously you're going to look bad as well. And I don't mean that necessarily in a completely physical way. You may not look bad, but the energy that you're giving off is that you do. So that's what people are going to feel, because we don't necessarily, we feel each other's soul. That's what we do. Therefore, that's what you're going to be putting out. So what you need to do in order to kind of get away from that and to get around that is, when you look in the mirror every morning, you need to look in that mirror. You're going to be my mirror. I'm going to look in the mirror, and every morning I'm just going to be radiant. I'm going to be radiant. I'm going to envision a beautiful light just flowing from me, and that's my radiance. And that's the impression of myself that I'm going to put in my head every day. That's the impression of myself I put in my head every day now. So if you will do that, if you will just look at yourself and say, my God, you're gorgeous, you look absolutely beautiful, girl, you are hot, do that kind of thing, and I promise you, people will notice that. You can walk into your work and everybody's going to go, wow, you look so good today. Wow, you look really good today. Did you change your hair? What did you do differently? Because there's going to be a field and an energy field about you that they're going to feel, and it's different. It's different from what you've been bringing, because you've been bringing that negativity, and now all of a sudden you're bringing positivity, and here you are looking radiant and absolutely gorgeous, and nothing can stop you, and everything is wonderful, and that is going to show. And I'm telling you from experience that that's going to show. It's just like when you go get your hair done, when you get just fresh new color put on your hair, and you get your hair trimmed up and everything's great. You just feel glorious about yourself when you put on your favorite perfume, which, by the way, here's my favorite perfume ever, Libertine by Vivienne Westwood, which is pretty much discontinued now. So you might can find it on the eBay, but that's really it. Anyway, I digress. So when you put on your favorite perfume and you're like, ooh, I'm smelling good, I'm looking good, that is going to show, that's going to radiate. And I tell this to some of my clients that for some reason I have clients that want to get an ex back. I haven't figured it out yet, but they do. And I actually, believe it or not, I have tips for doing that, which I'll make in another video. So I tell them, when that's the one thing you have to do, you cannot doubt yourself. If you are trying to get an ex back, or if you're just trying to attract someone that's not even an ex, that may be a future contender, if you're trying to get someone, the very first thing you have to do is feel good about yourself. And you hear that all the time. If you don't love yourself, nobody's going to love you, all that stuff. But I'm just saying, what you're thinking about yourself is absolutely out there. People feel that energy. So if you walk into work, or if you walk into a store, or if you walk into wherever, the bar, and you're feeling fantastic about yourself, you are going to attract so much attention. You're going to be having to fight people off. And so keep that in mind. Every day when you're getting ready to do your daily routine, take a look in the mirror and see that radiant light just beaming from you. Just see it just coming straight out of you. And on your drive to work or on your commute to work, keep thinking about that light just beaming through you, and just feel it, feel the warmth of it. And I'm telling you, it will make a huge difference in your life. Yeah. So again, my name is Stacy. You can see my information listed down below. I have an email address listed there. If you need any one-on-one coaching from me, I am more than happy to give it to you. So get in contact with me at the email address down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe and share, and tell all your friends that I am the best. And I'm Southern, so that, that makes everything good when we put gravy on it. So, just saying. Yeah. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. See you soon.